nearly a week of controversy in Uttarakhand, and the Supreme Court today has stayed the demolition of houses in Banbulpura in Uttarakhand's Haldwani, an issue which has been on the boil since January 1st, when a notice had appeared in the newspapers in Uttarakhand saying that the area of about 2.2 kilometers of railway land at Haldwani, this is an area called the Gafoor Basti, where about 4,400 families live, total population about 50,000 people, that the illegal encroachments here will be demolished and these people will have to move away from here because it's railway land, and this issue had been going on for many years. This notice created a flurry of activity in Haldwani with people coming out on the streets and sitting on protest against this demolition. Finally, the matter reached the Supreme Court, which today has put an interim stay on the demolition on the orders of the Uttarakhand High Court, and has said that it will hear the matter next on February 7th. And the Supreme Court has also questioned how 50,000 people can be uprooted in a single day, and where will they go, and what is the rehabilitation plan. All these questions have been raised, but first, let us first understand what this issue is. Has this encroachment issue emerged overnight, or is this an issue going on for many years? This area is basically a 2.2 kilometer land of railway land at the Haldwani railway station. It falls under the Northeastern Railway in Lal Kuan area. The Supreme Court, which was hearing these petitions, was against an Uttarakhand High Court order last month, which was following a public interest litigation filed in 2013 against illegal mining in the Gwala River running adjacent to the Haldwani railway station. The High Court in Nainital, in fact, took suo motu cognizance of this issue and had ordered the railways to examine the encroachments in this area. In a joint survey way back in 2017, the state government authorities had identified, along with the railways, nearly 4,300 encroachments. Later, a fresh writ petition was also filed in the High Court on the delay in the removal of these encroachments. Finally, it was in March 2002 that the High Court directed the district administration of Nainital and the railways to conduct a meeting and chalk out a joint plan. In fact, the eviction planning has also been started off way behind almost a year ago in April 2002, when a meeting was held between the railway officers and the Nainital district administration. And in the same month, the railways had also submitted an action plan for the removal of these encroachments. The final decision came from the High Court on December 20th, 2022 from the High Court, when the court directed the railways to take action for eviction of the unauthorized occupants from the railway land. What the SC has now said is that how can you evict 40 to 50,000 people overnight from their land, and what is the real plan? This seems quite in contrast to the High Court's order, which had even told the railways that if needed, paramilitary forces should also be used to ask people to vacate this land. In fact, notice was given to all respondents. It was given in newspapers. It was done, even dhols were, the beats of the drum were held in that area. And the railways had informed the residents that this demolition will happen after the expiry of a 1 week period. Now, the Supreme Court has intervened and put a hold on this exercise. People have a breather for a week, of a month, in February the case will be heard next. But the big question arises does this legitimize people encroaching on government land? What should be the process for removal of these people? Does the process involve, as in this case, the process has gone on for many years before it saw an order from the High Court and these people were asked to evict this land? Or does the public interest of people who have been living on this encroached land for several years and over a decade, does that overweigh the government concern of it? We will know obviously next month, but this issue is now generating much politics, even as the Congress, the Samajwadi Party, in fact, has backed the residents. Congress leader and senior lawyer Salman Khurshid, in fact, represented the petitioners in the Supreme Court. In a way, the BJP would here question that why the BJP is also in power in Uttarakhand and it was in charge of this exercise. The Uttarakhand government, along with the railways, was supposed to carry out this exercise. The questions will be asked that what outweighs? Is it the encroachment, which should be done as per law, or is it the public interest of the people who were sitting in encroachment here on this public land? This is Aman Sharma for CNN News 18.